Hello everyone. Um, just coming back with a live. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. So, as you guys know from the last video, I'm literally going undercover to basically examine these men in their natural habitat. It's really funny to me because when I start doing a pattern, I start noting the pattern of who actually um who actually is hitting me up. So I went on tag and I put my username as I don't date black men. And the men 30 years and up are so triggered. I have not gotten any, there was even a 22-year-old who actually messaged me. And he was just so sweet and so nice. But he didn't ask like why I don't date black men or anything. Like, what's your obsession? Hey, Sun Queen Ari, how are you? Hi, Grammy nominees BTS, how are you? They're literally saying, well, okay, first of all, you're 30 years and up. Why are you worried about that? Why are you worried about who doesn't want you? Like, that's just another thing. I'm glad to hear you're good. I'm glad to see you guys in here. Why does that matter to you if I don't like you? But of course, for them, they need their egos to be stroked. And this guy literally tried to gaslight me because he's like, well, at the end of the day, I don't want you. And what did he tell me? Something stupid like, I don't want you and I'm glad that I know how you are and that you expose yourself because it's sad that you are a waste of a woman and a waste of a good person. And I'm just like, okay, I don't care. What don't you understand about that? I don't care about you. I don't care about your opinion. Then they want to say, don't put us all in a box. We want to. Don't put us all in a box. We're good men out here. There's good men, black men out here. Just because you were hurt, then you could be losing the opportunity to have a good black man. And I'm like, hey Bree, how are you? I'm like, okay, I don't want you though. I don't care about black men. I don't care about your opinion. I don't want you. Exactly. They think that they're doing so, and this is just part of the gaslighting that they have been doing to black women for years. Like, well, if you don't, it's okay. I don't care if you don't want me. Just, it is what it is. Just know you're missing out. And I'm like, good. I'm glad. I don't want the opportunity. And so then I just started getting pissed off because it's like, you're not even listening. So, and I know that I am stroking their ego by responding and continuing. But to me, it's good. Like, I have the time. So I really want to see. And I just love to hurt the Dusties' feelings. It is the best thing that could ever happen. I don't want black males. I don't care if they're if I'm their type or not. Right? Exactly. Like all the other men in the world, and we want to care about your opinion. We want you know that time is over with. A lot of black women are waking up to the bullshit, as we should. And I'm glad. We definitely need to remove our power from these men. I'm good to hear that you're fine, Bree. I'm good as well. So it's just funny. It's funny because then he just keeps coming back like, well, I hope you have a nice life, but it's sad that you're wasting your life trying to find other races of men when there's good black men out here. And I said, but even when he approached me to talk to me, then he's just telling me that he's married, of course. he's in a nature boy type of situation where he's into polygamy, and oh, his wife, who is a black woman, of course, wants other women, and oh, he was going to spoil me and do all that. I was like, I don't share men. I would never lower myself to share a man, especially a married man. So why would I decide to share a man and come under your concubine when I could get another man of another race by my and have him all to myself? And he was like, well, you need to just be open-minded. Your priorities are messed up and your mindset is messed up. And I said, I guess it will be, because I don't need you. I have everything that I need and I don't want you. So what is the problem? What don't you understand about that? But then oh my gosh, I just started to tell them, like, okay, so since I so-called hate you so much, yes, I do. I said, I hate you. I don't respect you. I don't support you. I don't care about you. I don't love you. And I'm not loyal to you. I don't owe you anything. So what's the problem? What is the conversation here? Then he's trying to, like, again, try to lower my self-esteem and my confidence by saying, well, the reason black men are not getting married are because of women like you. We don't like how you act. That's why we won't marry you guys. Please. I didn't heard it all. I don't need to marry you. I don't care about you. I just get so confused. And I was like, okay, so then we agree then. Because black men don't want to marry us because of how we are, then we should go to other races, right? You just proved my point. Thank you. Okay, great. I will let everybody know, just divest, because the black man said he don't want to marry us because of how we act. So let's go to another race then. And he's like, no, that's not what I'm trying to tell you. Oh, so no, this is not what you're trying to tell me, but that's just what you just said. Like, are you serious? Right. Yes, they are. They're skilled violinists. They just want you to, they try to pull at your heartstrings. The guy's like, there was another guy, and he, of course, was thirsty. He messaged me, okay, my name is, I don't date black men, so what would make you think that you were different? So he literally messaged me, and he told me, well, at this point, let's just meet up or whatever. You live down south, you have a strong southern accent. No, I live in Tennessee and Houston. I actually live in Arizona now. People have told me that. I don't, just bit of just the people that I've been around, basically. um and he was telling me, like, so then I sent him this screenshot saying, like, I don't care about you. I hate you from the bottom of my heart and soul. I don't care about you as a black man if I don't, because I don't know you. I don't owe you anything. I don't know you. So then he goes on to say, I had posted another post on my feed on Tagged, and I was just saying, like, y'all keep saying, well, you're not full black anyway, so we don't care. So why were you in my inbox then? If you so called one of the women that was full black, and you look at me and think that I'm not full black, then why do you message me if that was an issue? These men don't make sense. They're just dumb. I just and it's really funny to me, like, how they get in their feelings, and it's all guys 30 and up. There was literally they're literally sitting here crying, talking about, well, I just think that you're just missing out. This one guy literally got in his feelings, and this is what they do. I think I said this on the last stream. Like, he literally started getting in his feelings to the point where he was just trying to brag. I don't give a fuck about what you're doing in your life. He's like, you're missing out on the guy who has 3 businesses and who's trying to treat a woman, just trying to do right by one woman. And I'm like, okay, I don't care. Like, I don't want you. And he was like, I'm just mad because this is the problem with black women. They just miss out on good guys by putting us all in a box. We all should put them all in a box. Guilty until proven innocent. And when I told another nigga that, he started getting all sensitive, like, what, you would really say that to me? All the stuff the black men are going through, we're already guilty until proven innocent in society. And now you want to say that to us? And I was like, I don't care. I don't care. Do you not hear me? I don't care. You're sitting here telling me that I'm supposed to care about you, and I don't. I don't care about what you're going through. I think the police not doing the job fast enough, to be honest, because you people are a menace to society. We just even think about George Floyd and all the shit that he did. And on top of that, not only did he commit all these crimes, he was a colorist. And I think that we need to start really moving away from these colorists and denouncing them every time it happens the first time. Like I said, and I had told this one guy, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about what black men are going through, because black women have to deal with racism, oppression, sexism, and rape, being murdered by their own men. It's just so many different things. And even in 2021, we have a person who orchestrates a smash and pass with these dark ass niggas who have the nerve to tell this beautiful dark skinned woman, oh, she's too dark, so pass. Oh, I don't fuck with dark skins. And I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad that somebody called it out. But the first nigga that said that, everybody should have called that shit out. We're not having that anymore. You don't get to be colorist, and you blacker than her. But you want to project onto other people because people are being colorist to you. I think some nigga in my comments on YouTube was like, but I always had to compete with the Albie Shore niggas. Don't try to act like you black women don't perpetuate colorism too. Guess what? Not like black men. I'm sorry. Not at all like black men. And that doesn't make an excuse. So you gonna do tit for tat? What kind of man are you? Are you the leader or are you not the leader? That's the question. Stop. And you just can't make this up. These people are just living in victimhood. They want to gaslight us as much as they can because they know if we date out, we will never turn back. And then I hate this argument like, well, but what about all the domestic violence cases against black women that date white men, for example, or the black women that were being killed by them? And how many black women just this year were killed by black men? You safer dating interracially than being with a damn man that is your own, supposed to be your own man. But when I say those stats, they ignore that. No, you don't get to ignore my motherfucking plight as a black woman, that at any time that I'm by you niggas, that I could be dead. What the hell? I can't. And we're supposed to just sit back and steady coddle them about, oh, their plight. You don't think we know what's going on? You don't think you have enough exposure? And that's my problem. When we had, we're supposed to sit here and protest for George Floyd, who was very problematic his whole fucking life, still was problematic up until his death. And as far as I'm concerned, he didn't deserve to die, but come on now. He was a grown man. And why you didn't fight back? So, but when Ma'Khia Bryant, a young 16-year-old girl, gets killed by the police, I'm hearing dark-skinned nignogs talking about, and I'm not saying light-skinned people wasn't saying nothing too, but I'm saying I specifically talked to this dark-skinned guy. He was like, well, if it was my daughter, I would have shot her ass too. I said, yeah, I bet you do love harming women and children, because that's what the fuck y'all do. We're not having that shit. That shit was sick. And she shouldn't have died. I don't give a fuck about the law. I don't give a fuck about any of that excuse. And it was sickening just to see even black women who were just protesting for this bitch ass nigga, George Floyd. But then when Ma'Khia Bryant, you're trying to justify it like, well, she shouldn't have had a knife. Well, she shouldn't have been running up. Why did she try to stab her? And these were two grown ass women trying to fight her, jump her at that. And I don't know where y'all come from, but a street fight is not at all fair. You don't get to say that, oh, because it's a fight, then you have to abide by rules. If a motherfucker is gonna be jumping me, you better best believe that I'm about to protect myself. And as a child, she protected herself the best way she could after her fucking parents and adopted parents or whatever the situation was failed her. And yet we see a whole big ass nigga in the picture, and what did he do? Nothing. This is an issue. But I'm seeing black women and black men justifying it. Well, she shouldn't have did this. Well, she should have listened. She should have heard the police and just not did that. Then she wouldn't have got shot. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck. Then y'all want to talk about how he was a trained marksman. Well, then you should have shot her in the arm. And one thing I do agree, when I listened to King of Reeds, he talked about it when it happened. I agree at this point with him that it was fat phobia and it definitely was colorism. And this is a problem that needs to be addressed in our community. And that's why I keep saying, not only do we need to learn from history to correct and get ourselves out of this bullshit that we in of being dominated, but also when you're learning from the past, stop being sensitive about it. It happened. Nobody's trying to down anybody. Nobody's trying to be negative or hate black men or whatever the case may be. But we need to be honest. And then we sit here and we try to justify anything that happens to women. When I don't know if you guys seen that Kevin Samuels video. I don't know if you guys seen that Kevin Samuels video where that bitch ass, old ass, hurt ass nigga said that black women, because he only known one black woman to be abused, apparently it doesn't happen. But y'all use stats for every motherfucking thing else. Bring up the stats, Kevin. But he only wants to do it when it's convenient, of course. When it suits his fucking narrative, and they still don't understand the stats that they're putting out. And this is going to be a problematic thing. So they can call me racist, they call me a white supremacist, but that narrative is not. This is a problem. But I'm supposed to coddle black men's feelings for the rest of their life like you're grown. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm not going to be sitting here on the front lines for you protesting. I'm not even going to share the hashtag. I won't even blink an eye when it happens. Because y'all didn't give black women the same. Not even black women. You didn't even give a black child, a female child, the same courtesy and privilege. So why the fuck should I care about what's going on with you? I just don't understand the logic. You want me to always care about you and what's going on with you, and I don't. I don't know why that's so hard to understand. And then you want to start getting sensitive, like, well, you just hate me. Just say you hate all black men. So I said, okay, I'll give you the satisfaction. I hate all black men that I don't know. That's what you want to hear? Before, when y'all was talking to me, now it was all, oh, bitch, you retarded, bitch, this. So when the fuck I go off and tell y'all I don't give a fuck about your life, I don't give a fuck if you become a hashtag. In fact, I'm mad that I even know you exist. Why the fuck are you in my inbox? I don't even want to know you. I don't give a fuck about your plight. You lose your job, whatever the hell else happens to you in your fucking life. I don't care. So yes, I do hate you. I hate you from the bottom of my motherfucking heart. What now? This is frustrating. I'm not going to be gaslighted. And I've been saying this for so long now. Because I'm starting to see the con game. But then you sit there, and even what's so crazy is that this guy was talking to me and had the fucking nerve to bring up Kevin Samuels and Tommy Sotomayor. And I'm saying, okay, let's just move back here. So you got a problem with what the fuck I'm saying. But Tommy Sotomayor has been on YouTube before. Not only have I been on YouTube, but even before I was even old enough to even know what the fuck YouTube was. But you don't go over there and you don't get in his fucking comments and say, come on, man, do you hate all black women? This is not how we talk to our women. This is not how we talk about our women. Did you do that? And guess what? No response. I don't like the hypocrisy. We're not going to do that. Every time I see some shit that I don't agree with from black men, and I don't see no black man jumping in the fucking comments to say anything, then guess what? I'm going to keep fucking talking.
What the fuck?
Hey.
Oh, hello there. So,
yeah.
What do we have? What's going on?
Just that I hate black men that I don't know.
How they taking it?
You know, I was on there on tag today. I don't know if you saw it, but yeah, they were getting in their feelings. But then you want to be disrespectful to me. So my thing is, once you start talking about bitch this, retard this, and all that, as far as I'm
now
concerned,
you stay speaking for the wrong reasons.
Right, they are. And that's why I start be telling them, just y'all, the only thing y'all good at is being targets. That's all. I want you to be a target in the hashtag. What now? Now they want to be, now they tone get down talking about, well, you don't have to say that about us. We're already dealing with enough.
Shit. You ain't dealing with enough. But trust me, if you're dealing with enough, you won't change.
But they don't want, and we've already talked about this, they don't want to change. There's literally men saying they don't know what the problem is. There's nothing wrong. Like when they go outside, they see perfect harmony. There's no violence. That's gaslighting, right? That's not even true.
Because most of the men that think like that, they already done been raised and they done lived most of their life like that. So it's like pretty much they stuck on that. That's what they mental. That's what their mental state is pretty much set on.
And I'm starting to see it's these 30 and older men. And they have their mentality really fucked up. But you know, it's crazy for them to even tell me like, well, you just hate all black men just because I hate you. First of all, I don't hate anybody. So let's just start there. But to get under
Nine
the dusty skin, I definitely be telling them I hate them. Cause
nine
that's what
times
they
out of
want.
10, the same older ones, they probably did that shit back then when it was women that probably tried to stand up and shit, and they probably was the same ones back then, and they younger, you know what I'm saying? In they younger state, probably talking the same bullshit, but the same ones probably dogging they females out, or probably doing all this shit in the street. But now they motherfucking 30, 40 years old and still living the same way.
Yeah, I agree. I think that at this point, because it's just basic stuff, but then my thing is black men want to get um praise for the littlest shit. Like, no, you're not gonna get praise for shit um that you're supposed to be doing. But some black men just, well, most, they just want to
Well,
be seen so much. It's just
I'm
crazy to me.
I see I'm just reading this right here, like what Sun Queen Ari, like what she just said, like, you know, she think most of the black women should move to the west part of America. I agree with that to a certain extent, because there's places on the east, you know what I'm saying, that you can live, and you know what I'm saying, and live peacefully. You just have to do your research. You know what I'm saying? It's not really just a side. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying, know where you can live, and you know what I'm saying, you know where you can progress or whatever. It's, you know, not just particularly the west, but it's plenty of places.
Well, from my own experience, definitely I agree black women should move more out here to the west
Or at
because
least move around. I'm not gonna say just the West. I'm gonna say move around to where you're in an environment that's comfortable for your living. You know what I'm saying?
the
For your
only
living style.
the only reason I say specifically the west is because there's so many opportunities out here. There's a lot of hot ass white and Hispanic and Asian men that's all fit in the gym. Girl, it just, to me, it's the perfect place. It's sunny here. It don't snow. It might rain here, but I completely agree. And the opportunities are here. Whatever you want to do, and there's a need for black-owned things, as far as hair salons, nail salons, cleaning services. Like, there's so many different opportunities out here, and so many men. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah,
keeping real. I'm not gonna.
the COVID actually, like I said, the COVID actually opened a door for a lot of our people. You know what I'm saying? As far as opportunities by this virus making, you know what I'm saying, more people stay at home. At the same time, yeah, people got to take advantage of that shit, because, like you said, we done already been seeing white man, the Chinese man, the Arabs, you know what I'm saying, the Indian, they do this shit for years, you know what I'm saying, and this is generational shit that they've been doing for years, as far as keeping businesses around, or for the or you know what I'm saying, as far as expanding their wealth as a you know what I'm saying, as a race. So you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying, black people, us, we so materialistic, we so fucking divided, as far as thinking about, oh shit, I ain't worrying about that nigga, I'm gonna make my money, or
yeah,
I ain't about to worry about him, they ain't worried about me. So long as motherfuckers
yeah,
keep having this I'm gonna worry about me and mine shit, trust me, you won't have no opportunities to do for your kids or your grandkids, or you won't have no opportunities to put your grandkids in a position, so when they get older, they won't have it so hard, or they won't have to live in certain areas where they got to worry about a nigga pressing them, or a nigga trying to, you know what I'm saying? So it starts with
exactly.
us. Until these motherfucking niggas open their eyes and realize this shit is a fucking game, they won't change. And I hate to say it, don't get me wrong, it's gonna take for enough of the ones that's on a positive note, to come together as a whole. Because the
I
other ones,
just
they not gonna make that step until they see enough, like, oh shit, like they ain't got that, until they ain't got no choice to.
hmm Well,
Because until then, they gonna continue until because like I said, they gonna have to pretty much gonna do this shit until they reform all the way. They gonna have to reform all the way.
honestly, I just lost hope in them. I don't care. Like, They
And,
whatever
and
they
and
want.
that's and see that's perfect. That's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? That's perfectly fine. But a lot of the ones that's talking down and talking and spitting venom on you, they gotta understand where you coming from or what you done dealt with. You know what I'm saying? And then they don't know. They probably ain't dealt. You know what I'm saying? Dealt with nothing but probably other races. You know, especially the ones that's here. You know, a lot. Like I said, a lot of our black men, anyways, they dating outside anyway. So they quick to
Exactly.
say some shit.
Yeah, especially out here, you will definitely see. Y'all, I was just in Walmart. No, actually, we have a store here called Fry's that's an extension of Kroger's. I was in there, and kid you not, I seen a nigga with a beluga whale Becky. Oh, it just made my heart just fill with joy. This is what they do out here. They try to act like they get the best looking Beckys and the finest white Hispanics, and that ain't even the case. They literally, now I'm not gonna say every single one. I've seen them, but most of them be with those big old beluga whale, and it's crazy to me. But then you want to go around the internet saying, well, black women are 80% obese. Clearly, you don't give a fuck about that, because if you did, you would have that same standard for Becky, but you don't.
Yep. Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. For the past decade, you know, a lot of our black men they done put the Beckys on a pedestal,
Yep.
a high
It's
one.
really strange. It's really strange to me because it's like you're not getting the ones that you claim that you want. Even this one guy I seen a video, he talking about it don't matter how a woman looks. Yeah, we know that's how you act. We know that's your energy. So I'm not surprised. Good evening. My name is T, and subscribe to uh love your topics. You're direct, upfront, and direct. Love it. Um I know you've been on other panels. It looks like as though you're spiritual as well. Thank you. Yes. I appreciate your subscription. Your being subscribed. And yes, we have to be direct. We need to stop getting emotional. And a lot of our men are emotional. And it is black women's fault. We have coddled niggas to the point where they start being so scared to do anything. Like, okay, perfect example. I had this picture of Tariq Nasheed. Okay, somebody was on TMZ, and for some reason they shared a picture of Tariq Nasheed, and he was like bent over, and they had dogged the bounty hunter, tried to take off his pants like he was gonna rape him, basically, or excuse me, R him, and it was funny because I had shared it to this girl that I know from Twitter, and we were laughing about it, like, wow, this is crazy. Who would post this? Of course, one of his bussy boyfriends that came up there talking about, well, Tariq still got the #1 documentary on Amazon, though. I said, okay, what does that have to do with anything? So then he's like, well, now he wants to backtrack. And I said, he was like, this the problem with you women. Because I started going off on him, clowning him like, so you want to grab the cake for your boyfriend. Because what was your point? He can hold his own nuts. He can talk for himself. He's a grown man. Let him defend himself. Like, I made the point, I like Rihanna. But you will never, ever catch me on a public forum defending any of her actions or defending her at all, because I don't know her. She don't know me.
Right.
We need to separate that celebrity worship, because they're just humans, just like us. They're infallible, just like us.
Yeah, they the motherfuckers. Let me tell you something. The entertainment world is just the same as us, but a different tax bracket. That's it. Different tax bracket, different lifestyle, different environments. That's it.
But
same motherfuckers to take a shot, same motherfuckers get knocked out, same ones that die, the same, you know what I'm saying? They need to stop that shit.
and see, that's the problem. We have people, and this is
But
not, I'm not saying it don't happen in other communities, but it's so bad in our community. When
I'm gonna tell you where it start. I'm gonna tell you where it start. It's the corporate ones. It's the ones that's taking care of the ones that could be setting a better example or showing a better image for us. It's the ones, it's the elites, it's the top dogs. It's the ones who paying the ones who could probably show us a different the shit on a different perspective level, but they so caught up. Like I said, these motherfuckers, they so taken care of. Shit, as soon as they tell their ass, look, I want you to put out this message. Okay, where's my script? When do we shoot for it? That's the problem. Motherfuckers got to infiltrate the middle of that entertainment system. As soon as somebody can step up, as soon as enough people can step up and say, look, we done had enough. Enough is enough. We've been getting blinded. We've been getting lied to for centuries. We tired of this shit. And motherfuckers they gonna have to get with the shit. They gonna have to. Because if not, it's over with. Our kids, it's doomed. It's over with. They can wrap the shit up.
and that's why we have to lead the kids. But here's the problem that I'm seeing. Number one, our people sell out, especially the black men, sell out constantly, generation after generation. Two, the perfect example of us worshiping someone who ain't shit in real life. Let's look at the Bill Cosby shit. No matter what anybody feels about it, I don't feel sorry for Bill Cosby at all. You want to talk about you seeing Andrea Constance that looks like a fucking man, and you talking about you wanted her since the first time you seen it, knowing you are a married man.
All right,
I don't feel sorry.
hold on, wait, let me see. I want to tap in on something real quick. George Floyd, Grammy nominees. All right, what's going on with you? George Floyd was a problematic dusty. Now, and how did you come up with that?
Um, well, we can explain perfectly. He was a deadbeat. He had multiple kids. Even that one child, he was not living in the same state. I'm hearing he doesn't.
Hold on, catching the call. Hold on, let me hold on.
All right. Okay. Well, back to my point because we all know why George Floyd was a dusty. Um, but see, that's another thing. We popped him up. Well, I did it, but people did prop him up to be something that he wasn't, which was a good person. Okay, but back to the whole Bill Cosby analogy. I don't feel sorry for him. I mean, what do you want to? When are you gonna learn that you keep messing with these Beckys, you gonna get your life fucked up? So why the fuck should I feel sorry for you? And then, you know what the problem is that people are talking about he inspired a generation with his TV shows. A motherfucking TV show? That doesn't make any sense. Why are you living through that? That's just a character that he plays on TV. Clearly, he's not a fucking doctor. So it's like, why are you sitting here saying, well, that's going to be his legacy? That's how we should look at him. No, we should look at the real. And the real was, look, I don't even know what the real was. But, hey, he admitted to doing it, so you did it. They didn't force you. They didn't put a gun to your head. Now, I hear about the technicality and all that, and for the due process, I understand. But at the same time, clearly you did the crime. So why should I feel sorry for you at all? I don't. And we need to stop glorifying people off what we see on TV or what we see in rap videos and stuff. Because they're not really even living the life that they talking about. So it's like, what is your purpose of bringing up that he was on the Cosby Show? Like, So what? What does that do for you as a community? We need to stop living through symbols. And I've said this so many times, even with Barack Obama. And I know that's going to trigger some people, but Barack Obama didn't do shit for the black community. That's just the honest truth. Honest truth. Honest truth. He's a good person. Subscribe to his channel. But we do need to be honest. We definitely need to be honest. The individual mindset is why we suffer as a collective. Exactly. This man, and albeit this man, he didn't have kids. He's a black man. He's educated, educated lame so called. He is a software engineer, whatever. But at the same time, your mindset's fucked up. Because to him, oh well, you're just hating on black men because why are you talking negatively about them? Who cares about the incarceration rate? We're not the most though, but you're one of the most. For men to, and then this is what I have a problem with, that they would literally sit here and whenever it's something white people are doing that's bad, then they'll be like, well, white people are doing it too, so we can do it. Like, oh, the bonnet situation. Oh, what's her name? They were comparing it to the Little House on the Prairie, talking about, oh yeah, well they were wearing bonnets and no one said anything about that. Well, bonnets are sleepwear, so I don't know what are you talking about. They make scarves and different things like that. You just need to wrap your hair up. But I'm saying no to bonnets. I completely agree with Monique. I don't care about what the arguments are for why we shouldn't talk about it, but we need to be definitely bringing back shaming. Shame people. Like, I feel like if I was shamed more in my life, I wouldn't have made the mistakes or did anything problematic in my life if people shamed me more. We don't have enough shame. Everybody's just doing whatever the fuck they want to do, and it looks badly on us as a people. But you're sitting here thinking because when you go outside, you don't see kids getting shot with stray bullets, or you don't see women getting raped personally, so it's not happening. No, that's not how the fuck we gonna play it. And that goes back to the thing, like when it's something good, oh, like getting an education, that's white people shit. Somebody said working out is anti-black. I mean, you just really can't make this shit up. Either we gonna do what the white people do or we not. But why does it always have to be negative stuff to justify, like, well, they're doing it, so why can't we? No, we need to get off of that. This is what's screwing up our community, is that we are very selective. They demanding to get the best from women. They don't protect and support, and everybody know they frustrating their women. Exactly. You, like, I think I just said this the other day, you're really pissing off the only people that you have. The only allies that you had that really gave a fuck. Because of whatever vendetta you have against us as a people. I think that that's an issue. Let's see. Okay, T March, I'm gonna email you my email. Let's see. Let me just see if I could screenshot this, and I'll get back to you. Interested in seeing what topics you are looking for. Tabitha Brown says she worked 15 years to retire her husband. The coddling is real. And that's problematic. He should be working. Like, it's all good. Like, it's no problem. But he's a grown ass man. Ain't no retirement until it's retirement time. Sorry, I think I went out. You want to retire your husband, but he needs to be working. That's a part of being a man, providing and protecting. And you too old to be talking about you doing stuff for your husband. Like, I could understand if you was younger, you didn't know any better, but you're an old ass woman. Like, get it together. The facade is real. Her husband, her tang about the wreck shop. Oh yeah, I'm thinking Wendy gonna be right. Much as people don't like Wendy Williams. I mean, I feel like she was projected a little bit, but at the same time, I would also say that where did she lie? Like, let's start with that. Where did she lie? But of course, they don't want to talk about that part. There's no issues. Like, he's just allowed to do whatever he wants to do. Tabitha is very methodical. She was very calculated in her move. She believes she got him where she wants him, so she thinks. Yeah, thinks. Yeah, and watch, he gonna switch up with her and possibly leave her for a white woman. Unfortunately, I wouldn't do shit. Nope, you keep working, I'ma keep working, and that's how it's gonna be. Black men never come together and step up. All they think about is dating non-black women and giving them all that money to invest in her white communities. Exactly. That's all they think about is money, the white women's, and their penis. That's all. I just have yet to run into these black men online that haven't brought it up. This one guy was saying, "Oh, I hope you enjoy your egg roll," because I said I was going on and then with an Asian man. He's like, "I hope you enjoy your egg rolls. You know what they say, but I know you'll be back because who can't love on the BBC? Like, nobody wants your dusty ass. Nobody wants anything to do with you. Do you have resources? Are you going to protect me? Are you going to protect random black women? Are you colorist? These are the questions I'm looking at. Clara, Deant, Buoyant, Sentient, and Cognizant. Also medium, channeler, and like I said, a card reader as well. What's going on is in her head is mind blowing. Yes, she is in the sunken place. She living in the dreamland, and she better get out of it quick, cause these men are known for that, coming up and leaving you. Yes, we must spread the truth. Like, I'm starting to see a lot more black women coming out saying, "I want to make YouTube channel so I can, spread the truth." And I think that's what we need to do. We need to come out and speak our truth, even though no black man is listening. Even though, personally, for me, my channel was for black women, so I don't know why any black men will be over here. Like, I don't know why they will be over here because I don't care about you. When I'm talking about black men, I'm talking about um when I'm addressing stuff to black men, it's just because of something that I just seen and I'm wanting to comment on. And if I show these screenshots, I think I'm just going to do a separate video just with the screenshots. They're crazy. They're just delusional, and they look weak. And it's these men that are 30 years and older. I'm not saying younger men don't have it, but they well, even I would even say probably 28 and older. They just lost. They're a lost cause. I really don't want to have anything to do with them. Bondage outside is a no-no. Thank you. I won't lie. All right. Thanks. Bondage outside is a no-no. It should be we shouldn't be wearing bonnets outside. I don't know why people are glorifying that lifestyle. But what's wrong? I mean, I don't know why they were making jokes and memes like it was so damn funny. Like, oh yeah. Oops, sorry, I don't know if I went off. Yeah, we shouldn't be wearing bonnets outside. How does that look to us as a people? What would be the point? Like, and they were joking around like, oh, she wanted to go out in church wear and all that different stuff. No, you just can't come out presentable. Why do black people have to go to the extremes? It's either this or it's not, or it's this. No in between. She never said she wants you to dress up in your church best. It doesn't make any sense. What's funny is she has no idea how dark it's about to get. When I tell you, they don't she don't even know what's in her future. And I feel like, black men need to really black women need to be watching this story. Just wait. We're gonna see when he builds her up, because even the statistics say that. Like, I have actually an article that I want to review with you guys. And it basically was saying that when a black woman is with a black man, she's least likely to get out of poverty. But guess what? He's more likely to get out of poverty. That's disturbing. And guess what? His white counterparts, when she's by herself, she's least likely to be get out of poverty. But when she has her man, her white man, she's more likely to get out of poverty. That's why black women and white men last that long, because of that. No bonnets. I promise I want this one. Oh, of course, I would never think that. Yes, and we love the honest truth over here. We subscribe. I think, yeah, you said I was on that panel too. People don't see her hand squeezing his testicle, so he's not smiling. But great. Please let us know when you get your channel, T March. We'll definitely be over there to subscribe. But I'm gonna end it right here, but I'll be back with another video. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm gonna go ahead and email you when I get in here, Team March, so we can talk about this topics. And yes, divest or die. Don't be Tabitha Brown or Wendy Williams. We want to be, I don't know, someone else, but just divest. Don't even give your time to these angry men that are violent and dumb, incarcerated. It's not even worth it. Have a good day, guys, and thank you so much.